Hey guys, welcome to the show today with me, Jordan, and I am here with Nick Banks, and he plays a recruit in the new and fantastic film Kingsman, The Secret Service. Nick, how you doing today?
Good man, how are you?
Good, thanks for being with us today.
Not at all.
I guess first of all, what can you tell us about the character you play?
So I play the character Digby in the film, and as you say, he's one of the recruits. So he is on his journey to becoming a Kingsman agent. They can only take one. I think that it starts with about 9 of us, and we go through this rigorous training process that involves, skydiving, underwater stuff, assault courses, and then ultimately, you either get chosen or you don't, or you die.
Or you die.
Or you die. Yeah.
Bit of a dark twist on that.
Don't want to die. I mean,
No.
Luckily my character didn't die. We lost one, but then the rest were just kicked out.
Yeah. Do you hold a little fake set funeral for him, or?
It was a her. It was a she. Yeah, 2 week. No. She's there like drowned like that, and Mark Strong, the guy who plays a sort of like hard Scotsman trainer, goes, "You've all failed. Look, you've lost a member, and she's there drowned." And so she didn't actually die.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. So, obviously, when you found out you got the part in the film, and straight away, did you see who was in it?
Well, actually, kind of, because I originally auditioned on a tape. So I taped it in the south of France and then sent it to my agent, who then sent it to casting. Then a couple of months later, I went to Warner Brothers to meet Matthew Vaughn.
Right.
And they had pictures on the wall of all the actors they'd already cast.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure when I first auditioned, I didn't know who was going to be in it. So I was sitting there in the waiting room, sort of, obviously a bit nervous, And I was looking up and I was like, that's Colin Firth's headshot, isn't it? Yeah. Look along. That's Samuel Jackson's headshot there, isn't it? Right, great. That's Mark Strong. That's Sort of going along the line. Oh, it's Michael Caine. And I was like, oh god, this is epic.
Yeah. Did you get to the point where you kind of need to do really well in this?
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, definitely. The audition was horrible. I was terrible in it. I was really nervous. It was the first time I'd been to Warner Brothers studio, and obviously meeting Matthew Vaughn, who is, I think, like notoriously in the industry, he's quite a fierce director. He's quite tough. Sort of knows what he wants. So meeting him was pretty scary. But also, you've got learning the lines. I mean, I only had a day's preparation as well. They called me and said, "Can you come in tomorrow?" And I'd done the audition 2-3 months ago, so I'd forgotten all the lines. There were quite a few, there was 2 scenes, but quite long scenes, so I had to relearn the scenes. I was quite late for the audition as well, because I got stuck in traffic, so it wasn't a great start to the film for me.
Excuse.
yeah, I got stuck in traffic. I was getting drunk last night. So it was pretty scary actually.
Yeah. Well, it must have gone well enough to be in it.
Yeah, I got it the next day.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So, in the trailer, we see this crazy underwater scene.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about it?
The underwater scene is the first night in the Kingsman training camp. So we're all in a dormitory. Everyone has a bed, not bunk beds, just beds, with toilets and showers at the end. And it's actually an awesome scene in the movie. Yeah. It's incredible. I think it's only about 30 seconds long or a minute long, and it took us over 2 weeks to film.
Wow.
And basically what happens is, so you've got a row of beds, your camera's at the end there, and suddenly you just see water flooding into the room, coming up over the beds, and obviously it wakes us up, it's freezing cold water. And we all wake up and it just rises and rises and rises until we're all underwater. And just before we go underwater, one of the recruits shouts, loose snorkels, which is actually, apparently it's a military thing they do.
Okay.
If you're in a sinking ship or something, you get a shower hose, stick it into a toilet, and once you go past the U-bend, because it's a U-bend, there's an air pocket, and you can actually breathe underwater. I wouldn't suggest it, because obviously it's pretty gross, sticking your mouth into a toilet. But so we had to stick these down, and filming that was 2 weeks of literally about sort of 10 minutes at a time. You'd be completely submerged, just breathing through this little tube for 10 minutes at a time. It was absolutely horrible. Yeah.
So did you ever get to a point doing this scene where you're a bit panicky, oh
my god, mate, are you joking? It was we had to stop a lot because actors you've got to be really focused with it. We had hours of dive training before we filmed it, so we had professional divers there to help us talk us through it and stuff, and we also had speakers underwater. So the guy we had, I can't remember what he was like, kind of like a stunt coordinator. So he would be on the system underwater saying, okay guys, you're doing really well, we're going to do a take in about 5 minutes, so just keep the breathing going, keep the focus, because you've got to be really focused, because we were down 2.5 meters with a ceiling. So it's not right, like, you know what I mean? Like I went up a couple of times because I just lost focus, lost the breath, and your body suddenly goes into panic mode. So you swim up to the top, and the ceilings were Velcroed down.
Okay.
So you could push up,
yeah.
But because the Velcro went down and you had the water on top, you had to really push up, because obviously the weight of the water on top. So it was really scary because only some of them were Velcroed down. So you had to find the right one. Wow. It was scary.
Yeah, man, I could imagine.
No, it was horrible.
Well, I can't imagine. I haven't been in the situation.
Oh, don't do it. I wouldn't recommend it.
So, I mean, I was going to just take my time off and be like, you know what, I'm going to fill my bedroom with some water.
Yeah, don't do that.
Find the toilet.
Don't do that.
No? Okay, I'll take that into consideration. Another thing we see in the trailer is a scene where obviously you're all together and you have a bunch of little dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The dogs.
So, you know what happens?
So I think it's the day after. Yeah, it is. It's the day after the flooding of the bedroom. So that's the first test. The second test is Mark Strong, the scary trainer man. There's like a pyramid of puppies all in cages, and you have to choose a puppy, and then you have to keep that puppy alive while you're training. So the first shot we have tiny puppies, and then later on in the movie we have adult puppies.
Okay.
So I think the film goes over about 6 months for the recruits, and so our puppies start as puppies, obviously, and grab them, so it's big dogs.
Yeah. And did it take? Did you have to do a lot of training with like one-on-one with the dogs? To kind of get used to you?
Do you know what they did? They actually we had like time with the puppies so they could get to know us. So each puppy or the adult dogs as well had their owner on set, just off camera.
Okay.
So, and they would come up and give you treats and stuff, so you had to feed the dog, so it would always listen to your commands. Because we did this assault course with the puppies.
Right.
So we had them on a lead, and then we took the lead off, and we had to run and do this assault course, like help the dogs up onto the narrow beams to walk over and stuff like that. It was, it was tough for the dogs, to be fair.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
They were so cute though.
Were they?
Oh my god. Oh, they were so cute. I had a little golden retriever.
Okay.
Like the Andrix puppy. Oh, was it a Labrador? No, I think it was a golden retriever actually.
I can't tell the difference.
I'm pretty sure
between them.
They're both sort of yellow and white yellow. But anyway, I think it's the Andrix puppy, and it was so cute. It was so cute.
Yeah.
And it was called Harry.
Would you just take him back and just keep him here?
It was actually, I wish I could. But the owners were actually really lovely. I chatted to them quite a bit, and I would have felt terrible if I'd stolen their dog.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you do get a free lab /
free dog.
golden retriever. Yeah. What would your ideal dog be if you could have your own?
God, if I had, I couldn't just have one dog.
Okay.
I'm not obsessed with dogs. Obviously, that's weird. But I love dogs. I'd probably have to have loads. If I had the biggest house in the world, I'd have about 7 dogs. I'd have some Labradors, not golden retrievers because they smell. I'd have some Jack Russells because they're cool.
Yeah.
They're really feisty.
Bit yappy.
Bit yappy, but I'm hoping the other bigger dogs would keep them under control.
Scare them off.
Yeah. My grandmother used to have a Springer Spaniel. They're really nice. Springer Spaniels are lovely. They've got really nice floppy ears.
Oh, okay.
They're very bouncy.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. Yeah, I'd probably have some Springer Spaniels. So I'd have 2 Springer Spaniels. I'd have 2 Labradors. I'd have a Chocky Labrador and a Black Labrador. I'd probably have, I'm going to say 1 Jack Russell because 2 might be too much. So that's 5 dogs.
Although if one Jack Russell gets bullied, they might feel left out. So you might want another one to kind of be like.
You think I need another smaller one? Well, Springer Spaniels, Jack Russells are pretty small. Okay, 2 Jack Russells then.
Yeah, otherwise it might be 6.
Okay, so we got 2 Jack Russells, 2 Labradors, and 2 Springer Spaniels. Yeah. What about that? That's 6.
Bit Noah's Arky.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, I love that.
Noah's Ark of dogs, just dogs.
Just dogs.
Just 2 of every breed of dog.
Yeah, it could work.
Could work.
Obviously, this film is blowing up at the moment. Mm-hmm. Everyone's talking about it. What's next for you, man?
God, meetings, mainly LA meetings. Lots of projects, TV, film. Had a meeting for the new David Fincher TV show.
Okay.
Grey's Anatomy. It's not Grey's Anatomy. It's a different one. What else? What else is coming out? A couple of other films. Ang Lee's new movie. Who did Bread Mountain.
Okay.
So a couple of things.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Anyway, Nick, thank you so much for letting me talk to you today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Guys, the film's out on the 29th. Be sure to check it out. It looks fantastic. Nick's in it, so it can't be that bad. I'll put a link to our Twitters. You can follow us on there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. First of all, let's tell us about okay.